90% of the traders who trade in options tend to lose money mainly because they do not understand the options data. If you could analyze the options data easily with the help of AI, where you can easily check which options to short, which options to go long, where the market is trending, all this based on options data, if you could analyze it, then option trading becomes a lot more easier. So that is what we are going to do in this video, where I'm going to help you build your own option analytical tool using which you can clearly identify what are the trending open interest, which way the market is moving, whether the market is currently sideways or trending, how you could figure this out using options data. And second, how you can build a beautiful option analytical tool with the help of API Copilot, using Delta Exchange Copilot, and also without writing a single line of code, I will help you build this analytical tool. With this tool, you can also execute, be it short strangle or short straddle. If you are a serious option trader, you can execute your own execution engine with this tutorial. My name is Kribakaran Rajendran. Let me explain you with the step-by-step process on how you could do this. First, let's understand the option structure with respect to Delta Exchange, where you would be able to trade in BTC options and then ETH options. So there are two different instruments where you can trade options on a daily basis, because there are every single day there are expiries are there with respect to crypto. Just like how you have expiry with Nifty and Sensex on a weekly basis, here you have the same expiries on a daily basis as well. In addition to that, there are different other expiries, like tomorrow's expiry will be there, weekly expiry will be there, monthly expiry will be there, but lot many volumes happens on the daily expiry. So currently we have BTC and ETH. Once you log into Delta Exchange, these two instruments you could see, and these are the option change data, where you can see what is the strike, what is the OA, what is the current price, and then the delta volume. So if you see, so many data are there, but we do not need these many data as a trader. So what we need is, we need strike price, we need OI, and we need the current price, and then delta. That is it. So we will make this overall interface simple, where we can also analyze this and also we can execute it directly. Like if I wanted to execute this specific strike, I have to click and execute it. That option should also be there. In addition to that, there is a where we can also build multiple things. Like I wanted to track what is the overall open interest change that is happening, and also I want to track which specific strike has the highest volume, and I wanted to track the overall IV of any of the strike. And also, if I wanted to execute a short straddle, how do I execute it? I'll check current price, and then I go back here. Okay, currently it is 81,000. So what I do is, I short 81,000 call option and 81,000 put option manually. Say suppose this is 81,000 call option, I have to select this first, and they say suppose I wanted to enter one lot, I select and then I place an order, and the call option is placed. Now again I wanted to place a put order, select it, click on it and then place it. And now what happens, I have placed a short straddle order manually, but it is taking a couple of seconds for me to execute it. What if in case I can build a portal where I just have to click a button that will automatically track what is the LTP. Accordingly, it will automatically choose what is the correct CE, correct PE, and accordingly it will place orders. Now, if I wanted to place a stop loss order, I have to click here, and then respect to stop loss orders, I have to place it manually. If I have an option directly where I can directly place a stop loss order using the portal itself, it becomes a lot more easier. Likewise, say suppose I wanted to short a specific strike which is trading nearest to 100 rupees. So now I have to manually track what is the LTP and check which is nearest to 100 call option, nearest to 100 put option, and I have to manually place it. Instead, if the portal itself has an option where I can enter the premium, and if it automatically places the respective CE and PE, it becomes a lot more easier. So those are the things we are going to build, where analysis should also be easier, execution should also be easier. So what I did is, I went to Delta Exchange API Copilot, and then I've entered a complete in detailed prompt, like this is what I need to build. I need to build an option analytical tool where these are the informations it should have, where I have given in-depth details, like I should build an option chain data. In this option chain data, it should have multiple details like today's expiry and tomorrow's expiry has to be mentioned. In addition to that, I should be able to click and execute, whether it is BTC or ETH, whether it is current day expiry or tomorrow's expiry. Once the user selects it, I would be able to click and execute directly from option chain, and also refer the complete API documentation and give me the complete details. What are the end points the document should have, so that the complete document I can share it to Lovable AI, and from Lovable AI I can build this portal. So that is the idea. But Lovable AI doesn't have the access to Delta Exchange API documentation. We can only copy paste it. So when we use this API Copilot of Delta Exchange, that will have the necessary details inbuilt into it. So every single point, like if you want to execute it, what levels or what are the documentation you should refer to. If you wanted to pull the data, what are the document it should refer to. So every single thing, it will automatically track it and give you a complete details, along with if there are any API rate limits, that will also be tracked, and it gives you the complete details. So I've copy pasted whatever the details we got from API Copilot from Delta Exchange. I've copied everything here and pasted it in a Word document, so that we can share this Word document to Lovable AI to build the portal, where the necessary URLs, which points it should check, everything is here. So we don't need to worry about whether the portal will work or not. Even if it doesn't work, we can copy paste the errors to Delta Exchange API Copilot and get it fixed. So now we have to upload this document to Lovable AI portal and start building our own option analytical and execution portal. So we'll see how we could do this. All code and prompts discussed in this video are available on Delta Exchange community, and the link is available in the description. So I've logged into lovable.dev. This is the portal. So you can log in using your Google authentication or Gmail. So once you log in, this is the overall dashboard you will see. So what I'm going to do is I'll just attach the document file which we have saved, and let's pull the document here. So Delta Exchange option analytical portal is the file name which I have saved it. Please find attached requirement and build the portal. Ask me for any clarification if needed. That is all. So I am not going there and typing the details again, like I wanted to build an option dashboard. This should be there, strangle option should be there, straddle option should be there, based on 3 meme it should be there. I'm not mentioning anything, because I've mentioned everything directly in the Delta Exchange Copilot itself, and it has given me the complete specifications already, and all I have to do is just copy paste this complete specification which we got from Copilot in a Word and upload that into a Lovable portal. That will read the entire document and it will check what is the requirement from the user, and accordingly it will start building the portal. So the portal is ready, I think. So it has given me the complete details, and it has worked on whatever things it has to create for both the back end and the front end. Everything is done. So let's check the preview. So I'll just launch it here. So it is loading the portal. So whatever things that we need to update, we can update. So first we need to connect our API here. So you just have to enter your API details here, which you can fetch it from your own account, where you just have to go to your profiles and click on API keys, and once that is loaded, you mention option analytics or whatever the name you want. Mention the IP address from where you wanted to execute this. So whatever the portal you wanted to access, say suppose you wanted to access this portal from your home, and whatever the IP address of your home, mention that home address. So this is, I'm accessing from my local desktop, so I'm mentioning my local IP address here, and click on both the read data and trading data and create API key. Once you click on this, you'll get 2 verification code along with 2FA code. Enter that will going to give you API key and secret key, and that is what we are going to paste it here. So I've mentioned my API key and secret key. I'm just saving it for the session. You can just give no thanks. So now we can mention no current day expiry or tomorrow's expiry. So automatically, say if it is after 5:30 p.m, then obviously you have to select tomorrow's date. If it is before 5:30 p.m, you can select current date. Mostly current date will have a higher liquidity. So now it is automatically, it is giving you the update. So currently the ATM is 81,000 and that has been highlighted, and it is now giving you what is the mark price here, like what is the straddle price here. So everything gets updated, and also we have asked it to highlight whichever strike on the call side is having the highest OA, mark it or highlight it. Whichever strike that is having the highest OA in put side, you have to mark it, that we have mentioned in the note. So that is what exactly it has done. So if you see 82,400 call option is having the highest open interest, so it is marked that here. Similarly, for put option, 77,600 put option is having the highest OA and it is marked here. You can clearly see what is the overall OA numbers here. So accordingly, you can track it. And also, you would be able to see what is the total number of calls OA, what is the total number of put OA, and accordingly, the PCR gets calculated, and what is the current spot price, what is the ATM strike, and also the OA distribution by the bar chart has been there. So whichever put option is having the highest OA, that also you can see, which is the second option on the put side, which is having the highest OA. So the graphical representation is also making it easier for you to analyze what is the overall current trend of the markets and where the maximum concentration of open interest has been created. And as I said earlier, we are not only trying to build an analytical tool, we are going to build analytical execution tool. So if you could see here, there is a buy and sell button next to every strike. Suppose I wanted to execute this short straddle, both on the call side and put side, either, or suppose I wanted to choose any specific strike here and accordingly click and execute it immediately, I can do that as well. Say for an example, 81,000 call option, I wanted to short it. So before that, let us go and close any open positions so that we can see whether the execution is working fine or not. So I'm going back to Delta Exchange. Let me close all the test positions. So now I'm going back to the portal which we have created. Suppose I wanted to execute this 81,000 call option and put option. I'll just click on sell. I'll just mention the number of lots, click on confirm sell. That's all, order is placed. Again here, I'm now clicking on sell. That's all, order is placed. Now let's go here. Yes, the order is there. That's all. With click of a button that you can execute any of the orders, any of the strikes directly from the option chain table itself, which we built it from scratch with the help of AI without writing a single line of code. Now let's come to strategy builder. So here you don't need to manually place orders for any of the specific strike. It will make it as a strategy and place orders together. Say for an example, I wanted to place a short straddle, say for an ETH. I'll select tomorrow's expiry, and it has automatically calculated what is the respective CE strike and PE strike and what is the respective price. And all I have to do is mention the number of lots which whatever I wanted to trade. Just mention it and click on execute, and it will ask you for confirmation. Click on confirm. That's all. The orders has been placed. Now let's go to our position and check. Yes, you could see earlier you were seeing BTC, right? That was closed. Now you could see ETH for both call option and put option instantly got getting executed without any complexity. All we are doing is selecting the respective strategy which we wanted to execute. Say suppose let's do the same thing for short strangle. So I'm selecting the short strangle. You will have an option to choose whether which OTM you wanted to execute it, whether the OTM 1, OTM 2 or OTM 3 or OTM 4. Suppose I wanted to select OTM 4 on C and OTM 4 on B, and I wanted to execute 2 lots, and automatically that is going to calculate what is the respective strike and what is the respective mark price, and I click on execute, give a confirmation. Let's go and check here. Yes, it is getting executed. Done. So very smooth, no issues, no errors, mainly because we have sought the help of API Copilot, where you can access this from here. Go to Algo Hub, click on API Copilot. Once you go here, give the complete details of what you wanted to build, just like how we did earlier. Accordingly, you're going to get the complete documentation. So once you get the documentation, all you have to do is just upload the document to the Lovable AI to build a beautiful dashboard like how we built it. So we have added that one more premium based strategy as well, where once you select the premium based, you can mention, like for BTC, I wanted to execute call option and put option which are trading near 100 rupees. So I have selected both. So let's go to Delta Exchange and let's click on our existing open positions, and let's close it and try executing the new orders. So now say suppose my expectation is to short the put option and call option which is trading near 100, whichever the strike on the CE and PE, it has to find which is trading near 100 and short that strike both on call and put. So now I've given both 100, 100, I've given 2 lots. So you could see on a real-time basis, it automatically tracks on the call side, which is nearest to trading to 100, on put side, which it is trading to nearest to 100. Suppose if I change this to 150 and here 150, automatically here also it changes. So these are the 2 strikes which trades almost near to 150 and I wanted to execute it. Click on this, confirm, let's go back here. Yes, the orders are getting filled and instantly the orders are placed. So as I said earlier, as I promised earlier, option trading is actually simple, not complex, if you could understand how to analyze the data and make the execution much more easier, just like how we did. All you have to do is ask the right questions to the AI. AI is going to give you with the necessary answers, using which you can build your own analysis portal, you can build your own execution portal without writing a single line of code. And that is what we have achieved today. Hope you have found this overall video tutorial really helpful. In case if you guys have any doubts on whatever things I have explained, please post it on the comment section. I'll definitely address it.